Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a nice weekend and that your parents and carers were really pleased with your parent consultations with your class teacher on Friday. I know the teachers had spent a lot of time doing that lovely video for you to show your folks what the learning environment looks like and a little bit of taste of what school is like when they can't come and visit us. I'm sure they had lots of fantastic things to say about you. Okay, a couple of things from me this week. The Race for Health initiative that we launched last week, well, we are currently 4th out of all of the Camden schools, which is amazing. Obviously, it's not about competition, but we do want to be first out of all Camden schools. So have a big push on this week. Your teachers are going to talk to you about it today, and hopefully we can get to the top of that leaderboard. Keep active. Yesterday, I went for a run for the first time in weeks, so I've not been well, as you know. So it was hard going, but it was fun. I bumped into Hannah along the way and Rhiannon and Paul, do you remember them? So I had a chat with them. That was a good way of having a break before carrying on. Okay, I'm going to talk to you today about some work that Year 6s have been doing with a photography project called Show and Tell. Now, I think this is absolutely fantastic because this is all about using photography to support mental health. And the project's theme is called How Are You Feeling? And all of the Year 6s have been learning photography skills, working with some of the online workshops by photographers such as Rankin, and then being part of some feedback sessions with lots of different schools. Now, at Primrose Hill, we are so lucky to be involved in this project. And a camera crew are coming tomorrow to film some of our children because there's not that many primary schools involved in the project nationally. So this gives us lots of credibility, and they were really impressed with what 11-year-olds can do, as are we every single day. Last week, the children were tasked with thinking of an emotion and then visualizing that as an image. Now that's quite a difficult concept. Previously, they'd worked on some self-portraits and trying to make them that themselves visualize as an emotion, so sad, anxious, happy, whatever. So to use an object is quite sophisticated. Now I'm going to show you some of the work that the children did, bearing in mind this is mostly all home learning, but these were all featured in the Show and Tell workshop which went out last week, so we've got a copy of that. And I'm really impressed. So I'm going to flip my screen over and show you what it's all about. So a whistle stop tour with some of these images. So this is Sharma's, which is all about happiness. I love the fact that she's used flowers to represent that. And the advice that she was given by one of the consultants was to take a picture of some real flowers moving forward. We love this one. This is Ort. And when Ort's picture was shown, he was so excited, and all of his friends, and Sabina high-fived him. This is Sweet and Sour. Look at that. So we've got a blood orange here within a heart, but half of it is blood orange and the other half is just normal orange. I really love this. Waiting for this to load. Here we've got Edith's, hopeful, clever, using that emotion to show new life, especially during this lockdown. I love that. We've got Dorian's, stressed, so he's used a layering technique over his photograph with fire to show some objects at home. We were really impressed with this one too. Here we've got Grace's, hopeful, all the trees, it's either early morning or late at night with the sun, that yellow dot peeking through. Very clever picture this. This is Aaron's. This is brilliant. I love this. It's confused. So he's got an adapter with loads of tied up, jumbled up cables, which I thought was very clever. Here we've got Kyan's, which is a close-up of a firework, and his emotion is chaos. The team really liked this one and its use of zooming in all the smoke and the light. Well done, Kyan. Here we've got Lisa's, hopeful. So the sun coming up or coming down, I can't tell, over Primrose Hill. Very beautiful picture. Here we've got Adnan's, which is very poignant. This is sorrow, and we've got a rose stuck in at the top of a radiator. So probably the rose was in full bloom. It's being dried out by all that hope. So very cleverly conveyed by Adnan. We like that too. Sealers, who doesn't love a dog picture? So this is Sela's and her emotion is loved. This is Camillo's and it's called Isolation versus Hope, and it's two objects far apart from each other, visualised by the different colours, I think. It was very sophisticated, this one. Now Lorenzo C, he did a couple, and these are all friendship. So you can see what he's done here. He's found some inanimate objects and showed some companionship. Here's the next one. And the last one. This one I really loved. So lots of books being friends on a bookshelf. That's very clever. This is Restrained by Isma. So you've got a really clever use of the face masks and a statue there, can you see, of the Eiffel Tower. So just symbolising how difficult it is to do normal things. It wouldn't be possible to go and see the Eiffel Tower. I'm sure it's pretty closed. But even if you did, you'd have to wear a face mask. Great images, aren't they? This is Lonely by Anas. He's taken a picture of a sofa. You've got lots of pale coloured cushions bunched up together, and that dark one with the sequins is all by itself. His image is Lonely. We've got Calm and Secure by Arturo, showing that sunset in that red sky. This is Dion's. We like this as a last minute entry. This shows Dion, I don't know if you can see. Now, Dion is a keen footballer, very impressive actually. And he stood there with two footballs against his garden door. And it's called Sadness because it probably visualises that he can't go out and do his normal football practice like he would probably do. Clever layering and colouring techniques there. So that's it. Some great creative work at Primrose Hill, I'm sure you'll agree. And this show and tell project culminates in a big exhibition in January where all the children nationwide have to enter a photograph called How Are You Feeling? So the children can all take new ones and submit that. Because we've been part of it, we're going to get printed images of all the children's work so far, which is fantastic. And we've got the film crew in tomorrow. What will I wear? See you.